Tony Vitello is the new manager for the San Francisco Giants, but this isn't your old skipper. This is a guy who jumped the ranks from college straight to the pros, and it looks as if there are some guys that have been in the game for a long time that may be upset about that.
But quite frankly, I'm using the word insulting only from the perspective that it appears as though you don't have to have any kind of experience on a professional level to do this job anymore.
Those are the words of Joe Madden. Does it seem like and hear like there is some envy there? Before we find out if Joe Madden is really jealous, our goal here at The Rundown is to hit 1,000 subscribers. We wouldn't be able to do that without your support. So if you're watching, please like and subscribe. Now, back to the video. Tony Vitello being hired by the San Francisco Giants has been a great surprise to the baseball landscape. Vitello is known as one of the best, if not the best college baseball coach in the country at the University of Tennessee. He has a history and relationship with Giants' current president of baseball ops, Buster Posey. Buster Posey decided to do the unthinkable and hire Vitello. Joe Madden, who has been to a few World Series and won one ending the longtime championship drought in Chicago, had some choice words for the Giants hiring Vitello. Was it warranted? Is there jealousy there? It kind of seems like it. I will let you be the judge of that. As Madden was on a Northern California sports radio show, Murph and Marcus, he said these words.
But quite frankly, I'm using the word insulting only from the perspective that it appears as though you don't have to have any kind of experience on a professional level to do this job anymore. Because when I was coming up, you had to have all that. You had to go through the minor leagues. You had to ride your buses. I was a scout. I started in 1981. I finally got a managerial job in 2006. I mean, there was a rite of passage, a method to get to that point. So to think that somebody could just jump in there and do what you took 20-some years to be considered qualified to do, it is kind of insulting. Now, having said that, the next part is I wish him nothing but the best, because I've watched videos of the guy and I could actually understand why it's perceived that he's ready to do something like this. So I guess the overarching point is, in today's world, prerequisites to get jobs of this caliber, or even jobs like a mere job of New York City now, it doesn't require the years of experience that you may have had to have gone through in the past. I think communication skills, perceived leadership skills, those are the kind of things that become more valid or important, and not necessarily having kind of like internal knowledge, working knowledge of the craft at hand, which would be Major League Baseball or running a city. So it's not just baseball, it permeates the entire world right now.
So is this a good thing or a bad thing for baseball?
I don't think it's either. I think it's just baseball. It's going to be a good thing for the Giants if it works out well, which honestly I am rooting for him. I really liked, because I didn't know of him until he was hired, and then I started looking at videos, and then I said, oh, I get it. I understand why.
I always find it funny when someone gets upset at the plight of others, especially if you've already made it in your profession. Joe Madden is the get off my lawn guy who's jealous he didn't make it to the big leagues in warp speed. He thinks Vitello is skipping the rite of passage. It's very fitting to that generation of unwritten rules in baseball. Baseball is the center of innovation in sports. Madden should know that. He was part of a World Series team that had the most brilliant baseball mind ever running it, Theo Epstein. This is why I think Joe Madden is out of line. I also want to give my thoughts on the hiring from Vitello's perspective, because he got a lot of backlash for leaving a premier SEC job, and Buster Posey in the Giants' perspective. Tony Vitello turned Tennessee into a baseball powerhouse, winning a national championship 2 years ago, and now he's going to be the manager for the San Francisco Giants. And I've seen a lot of people ask, why would Vitello make that jump? You turned Tennessee into a premier program in the SEC. Nonetheless, they are a premier program in all of college baseball. To me, it's an easy decision why somebody would make that jump. There are 325 D1 college baseball head coaching jobs, and there are only 30 manager jobs in the MLB. It's a no-brainer you make that move. He has a really good relationship with GM Buster Posey. They have the same baseball philosophy, and they have the same mindset on player development. But if you're Buster Posey and the Giants, you know the MLB game is light years difference from the college game. That starts with how long the season is. About 60 games in college compared to 162 in the big leagues. The aspect of spring training is totally different, even dealing with players and managing a clubhouse. That is what I think they view Vitello's strengths are. If you have heard him talk in countless interviews, you can tell he is a great leader of men and a great motivator. Primarily, that is what is needed in an MLB clubhouse. How can you get your guys to be motivated for 162 games? With that being said, I think the Giants will be riding the lineup cards and give the situation bullpen moves until Vitello is comfortable enough to make that jump. This is going to be fascinating to watch. I'm interested to see how this plays out, and if this is successful, will we see more MLB teams start picking off high-profile college baseball coaches? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Till next time.